Hello and welcome back to Bits and Bobs. Today's video is the ultimate guide to the groat. This is the milled groat or the modern groat introduced in the reign of William IV. The first groats of course were made much earlier and they were hammered coins, as can be seen here. The groat or 4p piece was reintroduced in 1836 during the reign of William IV, as I had mentioned, and here is the obverse of a 4p from his reign. In today's video we're going to be going through the design of these coins, the specifications of these coins, and then going through the mintage and value of every single modern milled groat. So let's begin. For the design we first have here the reverse, and this was done by Leonard Charles Wyon. You may in fact recognise the portrait of Lady Britannia, as it's the same one used on the early pennies of 1860 and onwards in the reign of Queen Victoria, with Britannia holding the shield to her side, the trident to the sky, wearing her helmet and draped clothing, with the date below her and the words 4p to either side, giving us the denomination 4p, as I said, a groat. Around the rim is milling, teeth or beads, and these are there as a measure to prevent the coin from being clipped and silver content being stolen. So that was the only reverse design used throughout these groats mintage, but there were also 3 obverse designs. Here is the first one, the portrait of William IV. He is facing to the right and uncrowned with no laureate in his hair. This is done by William Wyon, a famous engraver, and the legend around reads Britannia Rex FD, Govellimus 4DG. This is abbreviated Latin and translates to William IV, by the grace of God, King of Britain, Defender of the Faith. And once again around the rim we can see all the teeth, milling and beads to prevent clipping. Now then, these coins were all composed of 0.925 silver. This is 92.5% pure silver, also known as sterling silver, and was the standard purity before 1920. The weight of these 4p or groats was 1.9 grams, and so they were fairly small and light coins, with a diameter each of 16mm. So once again, a small and light coin, the same blanks and the same size as the Maundy 4p. Now then, let's go through all the mintages and values. The 1836, the first year, has a mintage of 5,253,000 and a value of £5 in the worst condition and £100 in uncirculated. Throughout the video the price will be from the poor condition, the worst example, to the uncirculated example. 1837, 962,280 were made and a value of £10 to £200. 1838, a mintage of 2,150,280 and a value of £6 to £165. 1838, there was a new obverse design, of course, featuring the new monarch, now Queen Victoria. Here is the young head portrait, again by William Wyon. Victoria faces left, uncrowned with no laureate, with her hair in a bun, so it's also known as the bun head portrait of Victoria. The legend around her reads Victoria, DG, Britannia, Regina, FD. Victoria, by the grace of God, Queen of Britain, Defender of the Faith. Now then, moving on to 1839, a mintage of 1,461,240 and a value of £8 to £175. The 1840, with a mintage of 1,496,880 and a value of £8 to £175. 1841, a rarer year, 344,320 made and a value of £15 to £250. 1842, a mintage of 724,680 and a value of £13 to £225. 1843, a mintage of 1,817,640 and a value of £13 to £220. 1844, a mintage of 855,360 and a value of £8 to £200. Moving on to 1845, a mintage of 914,760 and a value of £8 to £195. 1846 has a mintage of 1,366,200 and a value of £7 to £175 in poor and uncirculated. And then the 1847 was a coin only overstruck, so you can see the date has been overstruck. All the examples are like this, with a low mintage of 226,000 and a value of £30 to £775, as it's a rare and an error coin. 1848, 712,800 made and a value of £10 to £250. The 1849, a mintage of just 380,160 and a value of £15 to £275. The 1850 was not struck. The first year there was an NIFC for the groat. The 1851 though was struck, with 594,000 being made and a big value of £32 to £875 in uncirculated. Even rarer is the 1852, only 31,300 made and a value of £200 to £1,650. Even rarer is the 1853, only 11,880 struck and a value of £225 to £2,300. Calming it down, the 1854 has over a million once again, 1,096,613, and a value of £7 to £215. And the 1855 has a mintage of 646,041 and a value of £10 to £300. Now, after 1855, production stopped, and for over 30 years people thought they would never see another groat be made. But in 1888, one was. The mintage of this coin is unknown. However, the value is £8 to £130, meaning it can't be too rare, and would assume there's over 1 million. This coin also now features the third and final portrait used on groats, as this was the Jubilee head by Sir Joseph Edgar Boehm, used for a few years after the Golden Jubilee of Queen Victoria in 1887. Now, after 1888, the production was finally stopped for good. So there we go, that's every groat ever made. Please do subscribe, and thank you very much for watching. Comment down below if you've learned anything new from this video, and comment down below if you collect groats. See you soon on Bits and Bobs. Bye!